Hi, everyone, and welcome to Brian's Horror Corner. I'm your host, Brian, and welcome to this updated horror collection video as part of my January 2022 updated horror collection series that I'm doing. This is the second video in this series. The first video, I looked at all of my horror franchises that I have, namely three or more movies of any one particular franchise. This video is going to be looking at all of my random horror movie packs, basically multiple movies in one DVD or Blu-ray case or collection, unrelated movies. However, I realized as I was organizing after my first video that there were a couple of horror franchises that I should have included and didn't in my first video. So I'm going to do that quick before we get into the horror movie packs that I have in my collection. Now, actually, these two that I'm going to show you here could actually be horror packs too, because they're not separate DVDs. They're part of the same. They're on the same container, same case. So they just happen to be movies in the same franchise. So they kind of cross over into both. So it's okay that I forgot it, I think, and I'm going to include it at the beginning of this video. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you can see great horror content that I have coming up the rest of this month, as well as the next few months that I have planned. And make sure to like this video and hit the little notification bell below so that you don't miss any of these upcoming videos. I have 5 more at least in this series for the month of January. So just getting started, as far as the two that I forgot that I have, I just recently picked up the Purge Collection, 4-movie collection, which, like I said, is a horror franchise because I have 3 or more movies of the same franchise. But it also kind of fits as being a horror movie pack because they're all 4 movies are in the same pack here, the same case. So, but yeah, Blu-ray and digital code here for the. Now, I actually haven't seen any of the Purge movies. I've heard some of them are really good, really creepy. So I'm excited to watch these and do a review on them at some point in the next few months. But yeah, I think there's more than 4. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not as familiar with this franchise, but I have the first 4 movies here. The Purge Anarchy, the Purge election year, and the first Purge. So maybe that's all there is up to this point. I'm not sure. Somebody can let me know down in the comments, but that's a horror franchise that I didn't include with my last video that I wanted to point out that I have there. And then the other one, which I have seen a couple of these movies, is I have the Blade trilogy, the Blade, Blade 2, and Blade Trinity here on the DVD. And this 3-pack here. So yeah, I enjoyed the Blade movies, especially the first 2. Very good sort of vampire action horror movies with Wes Snipes there, as you can see. So that's another horror franchise that I didn't include in my last video. Also, a horror movie pack, so it fits. So now that we got that out of the way, now we can get on to the meat and potatoes of this particular video. I have a lot of random movie packs, horror movie packs. Some that I got just like a hand-me-downs given to me by friends. Some of them I got recently for Christmas. Some of them I picked up on my own because you can get these for pretty cheap, to be honest with you. So they basically range anywhere from like 3 movies in a pack all the way up to I think I have 50. I think I have a 50 horror movie pack. So I'm going to go through these kind of quickly because I have so many and I don't want this video to get too terribly long. I'll mention a few of the movies that I've seen on some of these horror packs, but I'm not going to spend too much time on them. At some point, I'm sure I'll do reviews on them as I watch them here. So one of them that I just picked up myself is this super pack on vampires. So there's 4 movies here: Jezebeth, Livestock, Blood, Wine, and Nightcrawlers. Um, haven't seen any of them, but I like vampire movies, so I'm excited to check them out. And let me say first, before I go any further, I know some people aren't fan of horror packs, like movie packs where you have like 5 or 10 movies in the same collection because they tend to be bad movies. Not in all cases, but in most cases, they didn't get a single release for a reason because they're not great movies or they just weren't. There weren't enough to make single releases on them. But I actually like some of these are like B horror movies. I actually like some of those. I actually like just sitting down with a horror pack or 2 over a weekend and just watching a bunch of horror movies, whether they're good or bad. I actually rather enjoy that. Now, I probably have more than I should for my horror collection here, as you'll see. But I just kind of want to get that out there because I know they're kind of polarizing. Some people don't are like me and they kind of enjoy it, but I know there's a lot of people out there that kind of try to stay away from the horror packs as part of their collections. But anyway, just want to get that caveat out of the case. Let's go ahead and continue. I have this four movie Hollywood hits pack. These include the first two Hostel movies, The Tattooist and the BTK Killer. Haven't seen the last two. I have seen the first two Hostel movies. I enjoy them well enough. I'm not the biggest fan of torture porn, but the Hostel movies are good. So I have that one. Another four pack movie with Phantom of the Opera, Minotaur, The Fourth Floor, and Wicked Ways here. Haven't seen any of those, so excited to check those out. Then for Christmas, I got this triple feature of the Feast movies. They're all unrated. Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds, and Feast 3, The Happy Finish. Haven't seen any of these yet either, so I'll be interested. Then I got this three movie pack that I'm excited to see with Legacy, Chris Sarandon and the Sentinel, and I don't know if you pronounce that S like S or S. Um, but yeah, so nice three horror movies. Like, that was handed down to me. Um, four movie possession pack that includes Kathy's Curse, Good Against Evil, God Told Me to, and The Ghost. Again, haven't seen any of those. Um, nice four film favorite pack here. Someone's watching me, The Hand, Eyes of a Stranger, and Wes Craven's Deadly Friend. I have seen Deadly Friend before. It's good. It's not my favorite Wes Craven film, but it's a good one. So that's a nice pack there. Another four pack. I have Diner, The Lights, The Hangman, and Summer School on a nice four pack there. Um, like I said, a lot of these were given to me. A lot of these four packs, especially this one, I've got Hindsight, Night of the Living Dead, Razor Eaters, and Cruel World on this four pack DVD here. Obviously, I've seen Night of the Living Dead, unless yeah, no, that's the original. I don't think it's the one from 1990. Um, I have that on a single release too, of course. Um, this one's an interesting one that was given to me. It's the Blood Feast collection, five films on two DVDs. We have Memorial Valley Massacre. It happened at Nightmare Inn. Pieces from 1983, which is that's really why I was excited to get this because I don't have Pieces on a single release, so I have it now. And then Die Sister Die and The Undertaker and His Pals. Those are the five movies in this collection. So it looks like there's some gore here. Hopefully, it's not just artwork misdirection. Five movie collection Possessed by Evil, which includes Devour, The Plague, Windshield, Insanitarium, and Vinion. Haven't seen any of these. In fact, this is still in the pack. I did pick this up myself. We have Killer Curses here: Venom, Dust Devil, Children of the Corn, 666, Isaac's Return, Beneath the Mississippi, The Dead One, and The Final Patient. I have seen the Children of the Corn movie. I don't mind it. I'm not the biggest fan of the Children of the Corn franchise, but they're okay. But that's a nice pack there that I'm excited to watch. Then I have a Freak Fest. We got Killers from Space, Monster from a Prehistoric Planet, Destroy All Planets, Attack of the Monsters, and Sound of Horror. This is one that was given to me again. It kind of looks like a bunch of B horror movies, so I'm excited for that one. I enjoy good creature movies. This one I actually got for recently for the holidays here, which I'm very excited about. The six movie Universal Classic Monsters collection. So we have Dracula, we have Frankenstein, we have the Mummy, we have the Invisible Man, the Bride of Frankenstein, and the Wolf Man. I've seen about half of these. I've seen Dracula, I've seen Frankenstein, and Bride of Frankenstein, but I haven't seen the Wolf Man or the Invisible Man. So I'm excited to have that for sure. Um, then I have a more recent one that I bought, Horror Unleashed. We have Train to Busan, Haunted Asylum, Deadly Sin 2W, the Wailing, The House That Never Dies, and Afraid. Still wrapped up in its pack here, so you can see I have a lot of movies to watch here. Another horror. This is a six movie pack here. Blood Diner, which is really why I got this. Parents, which I've seen with Randy Quaid. Earth Girls Are Easy, Sundown, The Vampire in Retreat, Fido, and Boy Eats Girl. But yeah, I got this for Blood Diner more than anything. But I do like Parents and Fido as well. So that's a nice pack there that I picked up. Then I got an 8 horror movie collection. Bowery at Midnight, Beast from Haunted Cave, Condemned to Live, Creatures from the Haunted Sea, The Beast of Yucca Flats, The Corpse Vanishes, Giant from the Unknown, and The Monster Maker. Um, that's that 8 pack there. I'm running out of room already, and I've got a long ways to go. Got a 10 movie pack with some pretty well known movies here: Meadowlands, Killjoy, the first one, Howling 4, the original Nightmare, The Familiar, Prom Night, Dire Wolf, Prom Night 2, Hello, Mary Lou, Killer, and Occupied. I've seen probably about 4 of these movies, the 2 Prom Night movies, Killjoy, and The Howling 4. They're good. I enjoy them well enough. Some of the other ones I'm excited to see, like The Nurse and Killer. So that's a nice 10 movie horror pack there. Then we got another 10 movie horror pack. Breadcrumbs, The Shadows, Murder So Sweet. Home for the Holidays, which I recently watched in December, and that's actually why I got this one. It's a made for TV movie that I really enjoyed. Allure, Teen Fight Club, Gray Skies, Ashes, All God's Creatures, Wall of Secrets, and The Rendering on that 10 horror pack. Then we got Faces of Horror, another 10 horror pack. When a Stranger Calls, the original. Happy Birthday to Me, Double Exposure. Click, The Calendar Girl Killer, Don't Answer the Phone. Scream, Bloody Murder. Silent Night, Bloody Night. Savage Weekend, The Demon, The Manipulator. So that looks like a good. I'm excited for that one. Another 10 horror pack. Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory, Dead Man Walk, The Sea Beast, Silent Night, Bloody Night again. That seems to be. I think I have 3 or 4 horror packs that have Silent Night, Bloody Night on it. Just to be frank, so that movie, there's no shortage of that in my collection. The Killer Shrews, Lady Frankenstein, The Satanic Rites of Dracula, The Terror, The Wasp Woman, and The Ape. So there's definitely some movies I'm excited to check out there on that one. Sorry about the glare there, guys. Um, Another 10 horror movie pack: Bloody Mary, Children of the Corn again, 666, Isaac's Return, Past the Door of Darkness, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, The Prophecy 2, The Haunting of Marston Manor, Dracula 3, Legacy, Bachelor Party in the Bungalow of the Damned, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, and First Right's Fist of the Vampire, I should say. I don't know where I got First Right. So some pretty well known movies in there, especially Prophecy 2, Hellraiser 3, Halloween 6, and Children of the Corn 6. So this was one that I was given to me. And then I got another 10 pack. 10 packs are my thing, I guess. Secrets of the Clown, Netherworld, In the Dead of Winter, Doll Man, Dangerous Worthy Dolls, Doll Graveyard, Hell's Highway, Wages of Sin, Keepsake, and Shaded Places. So many of these movies, I'm guessing, are B-rated movies. Some of them probably aren't that good, as I said before, but I don't care. I'll check them out and then sell them or hand them down unless I really love them, and they'll stay part of my collection. I already know some of these well stay with my collection. Like this one, Bloodbath, which is 12 films. I have Angst, Harvest of Fear, A Brush with Death, Haunting of Rebecca Vallerine, or Verlaine, The Chambermaid, Red Riding Hood, Shadows of the Dead, Death on Demand, Demonic, The Twisted Sisters, Hallowed, and Uninvited. This is one I won't be giving up anytime soon because I enjoy at least 3 of those movies. The other ones I haven't seen yet. So that's Bloodbath. We're getting to the end. I have about 5 more. 12 movie horror pack here. We have Day of the Dead, um, Bedtime Stories Volume 1, Asylum of the Dead, The Occupants, Parts Per Billion, Dead Within, Apocalypse of the Dead, Deadline, Buck Wild. I can't see all of them. Germ Z, and then I have I have a sticker covering them up. I believe Dead Time Stories Volume 2 is on here as well. But this just looks like a really interesting, scary horror pack there that I picked up myself. Um, we got up to 15 horror movie pack. Beneath the Mississippi, The Vampire Conspiracy, Room 33, Watch Me, Hindsight, Mark, Grave Mistake, Slaughtered, Skeleton Man, Final Spawn, Ghost Encounters of the Queen Mary, Witchcraft 13, Blood of the Chosen, Curtains, which is a movie I've wanted to check out for a while. So That's why I was happy to get this one handed down to me. Dust Devil and Venom. So definitely some movies I'm excited to check out here. When I get these horror packs either given to me or I pick them up or buy them, I try to find ones that don't duplicate movies, but that's almost impossible to do, as you saw with Silent Night, Bloody Night. Some of them cross over. It's just the way it is. 15 Nightmare movies. We got Another Kind, Night Scream, Behind Your Eyes, Summer of Fear, The Wind, Hide and Creep, Adrift, Zombie Dearest, Salvage, Last of the Living, Live from Death Row, Night of the Living Dead again, No One Could Protect Her, Nightmare at Bitter Creek, and I Am Omega. So you can see, like I said, there are some that duplicate on these horror packs, but for the most part, I can only have like 4 or 5 movies that are duplicates, maybe 5 to 10. I don't know, but there's enough other ones, so that's a nice pack there. And the last two, we get to the high numbers, 41 films in this horror collection, Volume One. I'm not going to name all of them on here, but some of them include The Invisible Ghost, The Ape Man, Carnival of Souls, The Last Man on Earth, White Zombie, The Wasp Woman Again, Horror Hotel, I Bury the Living, Silent Night, Bloody Night, if you haven't heard that one before, Scared to Death, Good Against Evil, Snow Beast, Night Train to Terror, The Devil's Nightmare, Night of the Living Dead, The Snake People, Don't Look in the Basement, House on Haunted Hill, the original, The Sphinx. I just like saying that word. The Mutant Dead Man Walk, King of Zombies, Sisters of Death, and then there's a bunch of other ones. Like I said, there's definitely, the higher the number of movies in a horror pack, the more likely you're going to have repeats. And then my final crown, the creme de la creme, if you will, is this 50 horror classics over 60 hours, featuring Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, Lon Chaney, Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Barbara Steele, and many more. Again, I'll just name some of them here. We got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Corpse Vanishes, Doomed to Die, Night of the Living Dead for, I think, the third time, and then I also have it on a single release, of course. Eaten Alive, Nosferatu, um, The Amazing X, The Monster Maker, Tormented, The Gorilla, The Shriek of the Night, Bloodlust, King of Zombies, Dementia. This I actually have a lot of duplicates on other ones from this one. Carnival of Souls, Attack of the Giant Leeches. I think that's the first time I've mentioned that one. Revolt of the Zombies, The Fatal Hour, Bride of Gorilla, Condemned to Live, and The Crawling Eye, among others that I've already mentioned. So that's pretty much my collection when it comes to horror movie packs. As you can see, I have about 20 of them probably. I'm sure some of them will end up coming and going. Um, like I said, I know some people aren't crazy about horror packs. But I like them. I'm interested in them, and like I said, I like having a bunch of B-rated horror movies, and I'm sure some of them will be bad. But at some point later in the year, once I start watching these, I'll let you know when I review each one of them, if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to look to move on from it. Like I said, at least half of these were just handed down to me, so it's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take horror movies for free. What the hell, you know? Some of them I picked up myself, and then some of them I got for Christmas, like the classic Universal monsters, which I'm very excited about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all my horror movie packs right now. I'm not looking to add any more at the moment. But if there's any out there, you can certainly let me know down in the comments, and how many that you let me know too in the comments if you're a fan of horror movie packs or if you're not a fan, and what your reasons are. Let me know if there's a good one that I don't have yet. I think I'm getting one more that's still coming in the mail that I ordered yet, which I'm excited about. It includes Bloody Murder. I know there's a couple of them on there, like the first two Bloody Murder movies, and there's some other ones that are pretty well known. So I'll show that off once I get it. But um, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please subscribe to my channel and make sure to like and hit the little notification bell below. My next video will be dropping in a few days, which I'll be getting into my standalone movies now, both on Blu-ray, and then about three videos of all my DVD standalones. So thank you for watching. Hope everybody's doing well, and stay scared. Bye.